Hey, good morning. I wanted to show you the plants that I have going on right now. I planted some baby lettuces here. They're sprouting. I think I planted them like 3 days ago. And this is some spinach. This is some beautiful advanced butterleaf lettuce and cilantros and such, but pretty fascinating to watch your food grow. If you have never taken, the journey of planting something and watching it grow, you can literally grow lettuce in a bowl. It's super simple, and you could probably watch a video on YouTube and grow something as simple as lettuce or something in your house in a bowl with some dirt. Okay, so I wanted to share a perspective I have about how powerful our beliefs are. And at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters in your life is your belief, truly, because what you believe is real. What you believe is certain. What you believe is going to happen. That is how powerful you are. That is crazy, isn't it? Like, we don't know the power that we have because we've been told that we're powerless. We've been told that the power is somewhere outside of us, that we have to buy it, purchase it, go to it, work hard for it. But you're so powerful, and your beliefs is the foundation of everything. And in these times where, for example, it's the middle of winter, it's cold and flu season, it always has been, and people can get to feeling under the weather. And I believe that when someone comes down with a cold or flu or something like that, it's time for that person to rest and get an upgrade and to lay down and with their thoughts and their feelings. And good morning, Chelsea. And it's a time to reflect and recover and rest. That is my belief. I'm not trying to ask you to prescribe to my beliefs. But as we put labels and beliefs and thoughts onto stuff, just know that that is truth. Where is the belief coming from? For example, some people really believe that having a rainy day stinks. Like, oh, it's so crappy outside today. Well, that could be true in their world, but in my world, we cannot have the beautiful green trees, plants, and all of the beauty in the planet if we don't have rain. That's my belief. Rain is a necessity. So there is no nasty day because it's just part of this beautiful cycle. Now, if you live in Southern California and you get a drizzle, oh, heaven forbid, like, oh my gosh, it's the worst thing. They got to go wash their cars, and it's just throwing everything off. But I don't live in Southern California. I live in Washington for a reason, because it's gorgeous and green, and it's rich with clean, fresh air. So I look at the rain as the beautiful part of that process. And there's this fun quote, and it has a cuss word in it, but I'm going to share it with you. It goes like this: the honeybee doesn't waste its time trying to tell the fly that honey is better than shit. And I'll say that again. The honeybee doesn't waste its time trying to convince the fly that honey tastes better than doo-doo, right? And I'm sharing this. Someone knocking on the door? I don't know, there's noises. I'm sharing this because at the end of the day, it's not anyone's responsibility to try to coerce someone else to believe something. I mean, heck, I'm even like a teacher, right? We have teachers in schools, we have teachers in yoga studios and teachers in fitness classes and all of these things, but it's no one's responsibility to try to persuade another to believe a certain thing. And if those relationships of people that believe different things just aren't working out, how about we all just learn to coexist on this beautiful planet and have different beliefs? Because if everybody believed the same thing, life would be quite boring. It doesn't mean that what one person believes is wrong, but I believe part of the human experience is getting to believe whatever the heck you want and knowing that your belief is very powerful, but also giving other people the freedom to believe what they want to believe as well. So I don't know why I felt so compelled to share this morning, but I think in my life, I've spent a lot of time trying to persuade people to believe and think in a way that maybe just doesn't work for them. And I have learned to observe that pattern in myself and realize that maybe when other people believe different things, it's my job to respect and honor and have compassion for their beliefs and just honor where they are. This to me has become a big part of being wise, and by no means am I like the wise one, but I watch my tendency to want to overly share my beliefs with someone that maybe doesn't want to hear them, that's not open to them, and that's okay. It's kind of like if you have a religious faith and you want to share the gospel, it's really nice to share your beliefs, but at the end of the day, can we just respect and love people where they are, how they are, and believing what they are, and that's perfect, because we never know what's best for another person. We just had like a massive amount of rain for a couple of days, and I think in my home state of Tennessee, they just had like a massive amount of snowstorm, like a foot of snow or something. And here we've had probably a foot of rain, and we're going through a massive change on the planet. The weather cycles are just an example of what's really going on inside of us. We're going through massive transformation. We're having all these storms and flooding and snow and all this stuff on the inside of us. So what is outside is inside, and vice versa. I'm going to keep making daily videos because I just want you to know that you're not alone. A lot of times if we're in solitary space and we're by ourselves, we can really feel alone. But the beauty of the internet is not to compare someone's vacation to another, but it's to really, good morning, Mary. It's really to allow the space to know that we're connected. What you feel, I feel. We all feel the different human emotions. And there's difference between lonely and being alone. So one can be very alone, like not near people, but not feel lonely and not feel disconnected because you're tuning in to the right information and the right frequency. And we are never alone. We are surrounded by love and spirit all the time. However, sometimes when we're disconnected from that love, or we're not feeding ourselves the right food, information, we can feel very lonely. And I've definitely been there before as well. Some things that have helped me in those really lonely times is writing and watching different teachers, on YouTube, and just connecting into different places. There's so much information at our fingertips. So if you're feeling alone or feeling a little hopeless, feeling a little run down because of everything that's going on in your world, reach out to me. I'd be happy to share a couple of resources that have always helped me. And there's different information for different people. But reading books and realizing the power of your beliefs, understanding that is this belief something that I actually want to keep and move forward with me in the future? Or is it time for me to reevaluate how I'm believing and thinking and maybe shift it so I can have a better, more harmonious future, one filled with more peace and less chaos? Because I used to believe that everyone around me was the part, like, causing my problems. If my feelings were hurt, I blamed the person that I was in the conversation with. I took things personally. And the book, The Four Agreements, really helped me with that. It says that taking things personally is one of the most selfish things that we can do, because what someone else is saying or doing isn't about us. It's about them and it's their experience, but we can choose to take things personally or not. And I have to read that book every month because I catch myself wanting to take stuff personally, and I think that's just part of the human condition. And The Four Agreements is one of the first books I would highly recommend. It's very easy to read, and it talks about the power of our word, meaning power of what we say, what we think, what we feel, what we believe. Not taking things personally are the first two agreements. And so I used to just feel very powerless, because I gave my power away to everything. I gave my power away to everyone. And I didn't realize that by actually observing my thoughts and my beliefs and asking myself, well, why, with everything I would say or everything that would come up, I started to study myself a little bit more through the practice of yoga. So the book, The Four Agreements, was one of the first books that really made sense to me and helped me study myself a little bit. It's a really great little guide. It's really thin, and I love that book. I think you can find it downloadable for free on YouTube, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. But studying ourselves is really cool because we can learn to see, like, how do I believe about health? How do I believe about finances? How do I believe about relationships? And what do I believe about what is fun in life? What do I believe that is meaningful? And all of these things can shift and change every single month, every single week, every single year in your life. You have the power to change. You can change your mind. You can change your thoughts. You can change your feelings. But it must come from a place of awareness, and awareness through just asking ourselves, why? Why do I believe that? Why do I feel that? And this is just a really cool introduction to the practice of yoga. You don't even have to move your body to study yourself and look at your beliefs, because that is, at the end of the day, what the practice of yoga is all about. So The Four Agreements, if you don't have that book already, it's a great bedside read or easy read. And I think today's Friday. So wherever you are in the world, have a great Friday. And I'm sending you lots of love. Remember, you are never alone. We are all here together. But the feeling of lonely can come from maybe the lack of knowing ourselves and knowing what we would like to do. Make a next step. Remembering that no one owes us anything. We didn't come to the planet with someone owing us anything. We came to the planet Earth to learn, to grow, and evolve. And it is a choice if we feel lonely. It is a choice that we're not taking a step to do something. So just remember that you're so powerful. You have so much inside of you that's just untapped. So hopefully this conversation can just tap in to scratch the surface of how powerful you are, how strong you are. And I'm wishing you a Happy New Year. I'll keep saying Happy New Year all through January. So Happy New Year. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.